What's happening, brothers? Let's talk about sex, the TSL podcast. So, the question for the day is never chase? Should we chase? When do we chase women? How do we get caught in this trap? How does it screw us up? But when, where, how is the right way to do it? This is the thing which you will hear here more. And man, check out our related videos on this because chasing is something that is part of you as a man. But you got to do it right and you can't fuck it up. So if you like the TSL podcast, if you're listening to this on iTunes or Stitcher, subscribe, give us likes, all that sort of stuff, leave a review, and make sure and check out our YouTube channel because we have a bunch of playlists that will help you specifically out with this question or questions like it. So we have a pretty famous video that's out there that's called Stop Chasing Love. And that question came up from a guy who was asking about, hey man, I really like this girl. I want her and I want to do this thing and blah, 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 blah. And this guy's coming from his insecurities. He's running after women. He's running after them and wanting to get that validation for him being a complete man. But then there's this other side, which is very, very clear on our courses of the guys that are getting laid and they're out there active and sexually, empowered with women and empowered with themselves that chase all the time. And they're always saying, including myself, man, you're supposed to chase. You're supposed to chase women. That is part of your sex drive. That is what makes you attractive as a man, is to go after her. But don't lower yourself for it. Don't chase the image of the woman. Don't chase the insecurity in yourself that's trying to be fulfilled, but chase with your sex drive, chase with your intent. And when you get it, fucking give it. See, we're not having sex to not have a connection. We're not having sex to be naked with a woman's body and masturbating with it. We're having sex with her because she's a beautiful woman. And her connection, her response to us, her sharing what's back to us and giving us that is what gives it its value. Yeah, sex is good, man. I love jerking off to porn. I'm a big proponent of that. You can find out other videos on that and even watch our webinar, which is everything you know about porn and addiction is wrong. But goddamn, what I love even more than that is the actual interaction that we have with a woman. And that's a beautiful thing. But part of that, it is so huge when I meet a woman that I'm sexually attracted to her. I need to let her know that, whether that's through my body language, whether that's through my tonality, whether that's how I look at her, whether that's how I touch her, or usually last when I directly tell her that, because so many people think of things literally or verbally that it sets them off or sets off triggers. So many people have shit wrapped up about sex that they're afraid of, man. It fucks it all up. So let's look at this. When do we chase? When do we go after it? And the question on the call tonight, I was referencing the last, the video that we have that's pretty popular called Stop Chasing Love. But what was being talked about tonight was there was a guy who got a girl's number and she works at a place. And so it kind of moves into a hired gun thing. And he's like, hey, let's hang out. And she's like, no, come hang out with me at my shop. Come hang out with me there. And he's like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do it. And he was like, well, what's the right move? Am I out of the water? Did I fuck up? Whatever, blah, 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 blah. And we got into this mode of like, no, man, no, you didn't fuck up because you didn't want to do it. And you don't want to be put in that situation. You don't want to talk to her in that situation. And you're cool with it. You're probably going to see her again. If that's your last opportunity, maybe you do have to go there. But the art of working with women is that we are always ourselves, but we have to change. We have to compromise a little bit of who we are, not our entire self, to fit the mold, the lifestyle, the template of her. That is super, super important. So when we change our own maybe lifestyle, what we were doing that day, maybe the road that we're going down, driving down, we get this call up and she's like, hey, I'm at work. Do you want to come by? And you want to come by because you want to see her. You want to have the expression that you want. You go there and you take it, man. And you should never be afraid to be able to show yourselves in those situations. But if you're going there to show up and you don't want to, you're tired, it would go against you. It would be suppressing who you are. And it's not in honor and it's not actually benefiting your true expression of what you want to give to her. Even if it just is a rapport style connection, then man, you don't do it. You don't do it. You need to learn to speak from yourself. Part of the art of speaking with your dick and your balls is learning to distinctly speak with them and have somebody hear it. But if you're changing, your dick, or you're changing your balls, you're changing your expression, you're changing who you are as a man so that somebody likes you, then you're a bitch. Then you're somebody who can't be respected. Then you're somebody that gets used and walked all over. And then you're somebody that is texting a girl too much and she doesn't give a shit. Then you're somebody that's giving her something that all the other people that give her, and this is why it's fucked up, that give her something without actually earning her respect. She's like, Jesus Christ, this guy's dick's already hard and I haven't even shown him me. Or Jesus Christ, this guy's willing to bend over backwards for me, but I haven't even shown him anything to do that worthwhile. He barely even knows me. Why is he so desperate? Why is he doing this? This is annoying. In fact, she's probably not even going that far down the road. It's just that, man, this is stupid. Man, I don't know him. He doesn't know me. Why? Like, fucking, this is dumb. This is annoying. I don't want to be around that guy. And so that's the different dynamic. But what's going to make you successful with women, and this can be very confusing for a guy who isn't experienced with women, who isn't sexually active, is that it's like, well, what's the difference between that and the chasing you're talking about, Steve? Is because when I meet a woman, and everybody's different, and actually there was another guy breaking down the call, he has a different expression than me. But when I meet a woman, I want her. I want her. Oh no, man, I'm going to change my day. I'm going to change who I am because I want you. Because I want you. I want to feel your body. I see your tits. I see your personality. I want to see what your face looks like when it comes. But if you're not going to give me any of that, if you're not even opening up the door to that, if you're not responsive to that, and and I would actually say this: women don't even know how to use their sexuality to a high degree to get a guy to chase. So most of the time, I can't even respect it. They're not even asking to be chased because they're not even good enough to get that. And women love it. Women love to be chased for themselves, but they're not good enough to put it out there. So if they're not giving me that, man, I don't take it. Why? Why is that? Am I so desperate? Am I so lowly of myself? Am I somebody that is that confused about what I feel and who I am that I have to chase a woman? That I have to seek finding my validation in her? No. But it's a very, very clear line for me is what is my sex drive or what is my need for emotion? What is it that I see in her that I want to be given back to me? Pay very attention when you meet the people that you meet, when you connect with the people that you connect with, that you're furthering some sort of expression from them, that it's interacting with you, and that should be your motivator. Always, when I meet a woman that's attractive, I get a little bit closer. I talk with a lower tonality. I touch. I say things which would intrigue them or maybe even sexually spike them. I put that out there on the table. And if she doesn't react, if she doesn't respond, well, then we're not qualified to talk to each other. And sometimes that can actually hurt because I want her. I would want that. And she's not responsive to it. It's a bad feeling. But man, if I get that, man, I go after it. If she leaves the club and she's standing way over there and I see her, I go, hey, what's up? And she doesn't want to take a step to me, I walk right over to her. If she's leaving with her friends, I show up in her car. I chase that pussy because why? Pussy is fucking awesome. But I also get that pussy. And when I get that pussy, I give it. I give myself to the point where she has to take all of me, feel me, and she ain't going to say, she could say no to that, but if she feels that, she cannot deny what she felt. It elicits the connection. And too many men are so trapped in their heads about sex or unaware or unwilling to share their insecurities about sex so that you get caught in that rat race of chasing something that is dead within yourself to try and be brought to life by just the validation or the notion that somebody might like you. Get over your loneliness, get over your insecurities, get over those things. And that's what's so important about our groups and what we talk about, because that's highly, highly emphasized. I wouldn't even call it an inner game thing. It's a rite of passage for masculinity. Get in touch with all of that stuff. Bring your best self in front of a woman. Get the pussy, take it, and fucking make it yours. Every single woman that you have sex with. Watch the Golden Dick video, man. Watch that. Check out those suggested videos. That's why you should be on the YouTube channel. That's why you should digest the information that we have. Because, man, when you give that, a woman, and that's the sad thing, so many men are having bad sex out there. When you can give it good, And this isn't about your physical abilities, how big your dick is, or anything like that. It's how you psychologically need and bring sex out of her, how you cultivate that, how you massage it, how you take it, how you give it, how you fucking make her a woman with your dick. That's going to change your life. And then chasing pussy. And when you chase and you know your potential and you know how good that is, to see a woman fucking orgasm or worship your dick in those different ways, golden dick video, I'm just going to say it, man, check that shit out, is that you're going to love, you're going to love women. You're going to love that experience and you're going to go and get it. And you're going to see that that is such a big part of masculinity. Guys, if you like this, check out the YouTube channel. There's always a free stuff link down below the description of the iTunes or the Stitcher podcast, wherever you're listening to this. And check out what we got, because right now we have the Primal Drive. That's something where you're going to look at your body, your mind, your sex and relationships, and also your purpose and lifestyle. Bring that all together. We work on it heavy in that Primal Drive PDF. And then there's a 7-day challenge that goes along with it where we work with you, man. It's for free. It's fucking awesome. It's badass. And if you work it, you're going to change your life. It's not going to, you're going to, and it's going to be a fucking goddamn good life. In any case, subscribe, show us some love, leave comments, ask questions. We will answer them. And more than likely, we'll actually record a podcast about it, because we talk about this shit all day long. We have 4 calls a week for even our lower tier membership. It's some good stuff, guys. All right. Talk to you soon. Hope you enjoyed this, and fucking go out there. Know how valuable your dick is. Know how fucking badass it is. And know what it's like to make a woman feel like no other man has made her feel before, because she has never felt your dick. Chase that pussy.